Hi, my name's Brian Lower. I'm a retired real estate agent who was thinking about selling his own place and decided to call in 4 other real estate agents and have a chat with them, cover my needs and my wants, and trying to figure out how we would tackle selling my lakefront property. I was really not satisfied with the answers that I got from all 4 of them. I wondered if there was a better way to sell my property. I thought, okay, let me call Rico and find out what the rules and regulations are. They said that I could come out of retirement and get my real estate license back because I hadn't been retired for longer than 2 years. So that's what I did. I now have my real estate license back. And I'm a real estate agent again. So now what am I going to do? Am I going to sell my property or not? Decided, you know what? I still love this property. I'm going to keep it. Instead, because of what I saw from the other real estate agents, I'm going to get back in the business. I'm going to start selling lakefront property again. How am I going to do it? How am I going to be different from everyone else? First of all, I'm not going to solicit my friends and neighbors to try to get them to give me business. I'm not built that way. If they want to give me business, they can. But if they don't want to, that's fine. They don't have to. They can use another real estate agent. But there are people who are going to like my style. And how do I find them? Well, the best way is just to educate them. Educate them on real estate. Educate them on buying and selling of property. How can I do that? Well, I guess I can make videos. Yeah, I could make 10-minute videos of real estate problems. I can start with the educational process of every aspect of the buying, and then do the educational process of every aspect of the selling. I can answer potential clients' questions. I can answer anyone's questions in a video form, or if I'm not going to cover that topic for months, then I can answer it directly to them. Either way, I'm available to answer your questions. No obligation at all. Why am I doing this? Well, when I was talking to the other real estate agents, I realized that they're all doing the same thing. They're using the same comparables. They're coming up with the same reasons, and then coming up with different values of the same property. I had a $500,000 range in value of my property through the 4 real estate agents. That's a huge amount. So if I was an uneducated about real estate person, I wouldn't know what to do. I know the value of my property. I know if I price it at a certain price, it's going to be too high. I know it's going to hurt the values in the future when I do end up selling. I know if I price it too low, I'm not going to get multiple offers out here on the lake frontage. It's just not going to happen these days. I might get lucky, but you can't. Luck is not a strategy. So it has to be properly priced. But since I'm not selling, I'm going to have to apply all of these things to someone else's property. So these videos I'm going to do are going to be to help you become more knowledgeable about every aspect of the real estate transaction in order for you to either fulfill your purchase or the sale of your property, and you walk away happy just like every good transaction should be. Both a buyer and a seller should be happy. One with the sales price, one with the purchase price, one with the property, and one with their new property that they move into. Either way, if you're not happy with the transaction and it wasn't done to your satisfaction, it's going to leave a bitter taste in your mouth. You're going to blame all real estate agents, not just one. But I digress. My educational videos will be here to help you. I am hoping that the comments will fill up with questions and topics that they want to hear about. I will cover what I think is necessary, but there's probably areas I forgot about. The joys and tribulations of owning waterfront. Let me tell you, it's a lot more complicated than owning a city property. It's a lot different than owning a city property. You end up having a lot more toys than when you own the city property. And maintaining those toys, keeping the boats running, keeping the ATVs running, maybe a lawn tractor, all of this stuff. There's a lot of maintenance. You need to have to figure out, how are you going to pay for all that? Do you have a champagne taste and a beer budget? How can we work around that so that you're not disappointed? If you have a champagne taste and you see properties that you can't afford, what's going to happen is you'll never be satisfied with the property you do end up. You all say, oh, I should have got that. Oh, I should have bought that. No. Buy within your budget so that you have no stress. Make sure the property fulfills the needs that you want. If you're a swimmer, make sure the property fulfills the swimming needs. Set your priorities. Is it the lakefront? Is it the house? Is it the property? Is it the boating? Is it the fishing? You can do all of these things. Not any property is going to be able to fulfill every single aspect perfectly. Where are you willing to bend? Where are you not willing to bend? Is your budget going to cover where you're not willing to bend? If not, how do you work around that? There are many aspects, and often sales agents just don't help you walk through that. They leave that up to you. They say, tell me what you want, I'm going to find it for you, and away they go. But that's really not how it works. The truth is that there's compromise in every single transaction, in the negotiation process. I remember I was selling a property for a man and his wife, and we got an offer that was a lowball offer. And he was so mad, he tore the papers up and threw them up in the air. I quietly bent down and picked them all up, put them back on the table, and said to him, do you really care where they start? Or do you care only where they finish? As long as we can get a deal, then it doesn't matter. This is not personal. They don't know you. They're not going, oh, I don't like this guy, so I'm going to give him a lowball. No, they just made a lowball offer. We counter-offered, actually with a strategy, and they came back with another counter-offer, and we went back with another counter-offer, and they came back with another counter-offer. Now we were within $5,000. Not an amount that any person should be walking away from, because you may never get another offer as good. I picked up the phone and I called the other sales agent and I said, look, we're $5,000 apart, man. We have to make this deal happen because both of these people are not going to be happy if they don't get a deal. Not the buyer, not the seller. So we both talked to our clients and we made an agreement to meet right in the middle, each one taking a $2,500 compromise. And based on that compromise, a property got sold for over $700,000. And that deal would have fell apart for $5,000. Percentage-wise, it is tiny. I agree, $5,000 sounds like a lot of money, but it's really not in the comparative side. And your agent has to walk you through it, explain to you why you should be compromising and the other end should be compromising and why a deal should be made. These are the parts of all of the real estate transactions that I'm going to walk you through. I'm hoping that this series of videos will be something that everybody out there can enjoy, can learn something, and feel they have a resource available by sending me questions in the comments. Brian Lower, Right at Home Realty. Have a great day.